Hey there, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is one of the films that Till from Germany sent me. The actual title of this is Turkey Shoot, also known as Steve 2000. And it's directed by Brian Trenchard-Smith, who I know Quentin Tarantino is a fan of. He did a lot of these films in Australia. The Man from Hong Kong, which I enjoy. He did a film called Dead End Drive-In. He did Leprechaun 3, Leprechaun 4. Granted, he didn't do those two in Australia. The fucking Leprechaun movie, so that shows where his career went in the future. But I would say this and The Man from Hong Kong is his two best films, Brian Trenchard-Smith. I do like these two films. I had seen this film before a long time ago. Rewatch it again. The picture quality looked wonderful. The sound was perfectly fine. Not much features, just a trailer and a commentary by Brian Trenchard-Smith. It was nice to see in HD. I actually don't mind the cover. This is a pretty cool cover. And I especially like the cover if you see the Estate 2000 VHS covers. Pretty beautiful painting, honestly. Like a lot of VHS films back in the day. Now the flick, from what I understand, had a budget where a good chunk of it, like $700,000, got scrapped just a few weeks before filming because one of the big investors pulled out and fucked over the film. Because I think one of the things that was said, there's supposed to be like this big helicopter chase and other stuff. They couldn't afford it. But I thought for what budget they had, it was perfectly fine. It went at a good pace. It was only an hour and 31 minutes. That's with the... This is 94, but I don't know. It wasn't that long of a movie. Went at a quick pace. Stars Steve Railsback, who I think is a really good, underrated actor in this film. Sometimes I would see him like in Life Force. He's a little bit dry in that movie. And I kind of wish he was like this in Life Force. Like Life Force is... I could deal with him, but in this one, he's really good. Like he has life to him. He's a wise ass. He's a likable lead. You know, there's one of the villains, this guy here, who is Roger Ward. You may remember him from the first Mad Max as the captain who's friends with Max, Mel Gibson's character. And he's worked with the director quite a few times. But there's points where Steve Railsback is talking shit to this guy, like, come on, fat man. You got balls? Yeah, come on, you fat piece of shit. It was fun to see Steve Railsback this way. I wish, again, in films like Life Force, he would have this type of character, this type of personality, this type of acting. But like, I like Life Force, and there's parts of him I like in him, but in Life Force he just seemed a bit too dry and kind of a little bit too wooden at times. But here, I definitely say I like his performance in this film more. And the movie is kind of a take on The Most Dangerous Game. You've seen Surviving the Game with Ice-T, Always Check the Barrel. Or Hard Target, which is, people know my channel, is an all-time favorite of mine with Jean-Claude Van Damme. In a way, The Running Man does that too. And this, it takes place in the future, where the deviants are sent into these re-education camps, these mass prison camps for behavior modification for society. So like Steve Railsback, he had a radio where he's talking about freedom and, you know, this society is either accept slavery or die. So they grab him. Olivia Hussey, she's in the film. I thought she did a good job. Olivia Hussey, you may remember in Psycho 4, she played Norman Bates' mom. She was also a character in the 1990s Stephen King's It. And she's a woman that's always in the wrong place at the wrong time. being nice to Steve Railsback when he got caught, so they assume that she's part of some resistance and she doesn't know what's going on. She's absolute innocent. They've also put in this lady who they think is a whore, this blonde lady, and pretty much whoever they think is deviant and is not perfect for their utopia. So like I said, they put in these prison camps. And from the get-go, right, yeah, I like Steve Railsback's character where he's talking shit to this guy who has a whip. And it's like, you see how he walks? Probably took his balls. Yeah, I bet they did. Supposedly when you do that, it makes them meaner. See, that's why he walks that way. So I really enjoy Steve Railsback's character. I thought he was a badass. I mean, at the end, he fucks up the warden with a machine gun, and this guy here, the asshole warden, and again, Steve Railsback gets a machine gun, and it blows the guy's head up, and the top of his body blows it up in bloody pieces. It's like, that's a way to get your crowd going, yeah, oh shit. But stuff like that is why critics completely took a shit on this film. It was crapped on. It was called garbage. It's part of Ozploitation, Australian exploitation. And even on that It's Not Quite Hollywood DVD, they kind of took a shit on the film, which it didn't deserve. I think if you like action films, if you like films like Surviving the Game, Hard Target, The Running Man, you like that kind of stuff where it gets to a point where they decide to have a turkey shoot. They decide to hunt some of the prisoners, and prisoners fight back, at least some of them. I think you would like this film. I guess Steve Railsback, Olivia Hussey, she's very scared and shy, but by the end, she, cuts someone's hands off. When Steve Railsback's driving the Jeep, she's at the machine gun. She's fine with this evil bitch and shoves the arrow into the evil bitch. And the evil bitch, she had these like crossbow arrows that did certain things like blow up or have like a flare type of thing. Not a flare, but like a firework or just a regular arrow. And she's an evil bitch because she gets the blonde lady, and you don't see what she does, but you see the aftermath, and the aftermath, like the poor blonde woman's body's bloodied up, and there's like an arrow through her cheek coming out of the other cheek. It's like, oh man, this evil bitch needs to die. And she does die, because Olivia Hussey turns the arrow back on her, and then it was like a special arrow, so it like lights the lady's head on fire, and the top of her body on fire. That's what I mean, this definitely gives you the comeuppance of the villains. And it has weirdness too, because it takes place in the future. Like one of the people that go on the hunt, one guy has this buddy who's like a freak, who's like a werewolf type of freak with fucked up eyes. And one of the prisoners, he rips off the pinky toe and eats it. See, the shit I'm describing is why I enjoy the film. It's pretty wild and crazy and entertaining film. And that's what it's meant to be. And yeah, you could say it looks a little bit into the social, political mumbo-jumbo, but it doesn't stay on that for 15 minutes here and 20 minutes here. It's like, at the end of the day, it's just meant for entertainment. And the villains, you really, really hate them. Like there's this poor woman that's supposed to be telling this speech, and she's fucking it up, and Roger Ward, like, this guy just fucking keeps slapping her until she's a bloody pulp. And he's just whining his comeuppance. Or this guy who tried to escape, they put him in the middle of this area, and they just have this barrel running around with gasoline, and they light him on fire. It's like, ooh, shit. And I think you really want these guys to get their comeuppance, and they do. And like I said, Steve Railsback, very likable character. He has some nice lines of dialogue. Like the warden is keeping an eye on him and talking to him. And Steve Railsback goes, yeah, I'm the one you can't break. I'm the one you've been afraid of your whole life. In retrospect, these villains, they're evil suckers. Like when they burn a guy up, they're like, man, beats the hell out of network television. And, Steve Railsback, when the next morning they don't have a couple people, about 5 people go out for their hunt. They get together a group of people. They don't go out for a turkey shoot, a hunt, outside of the camp while all the other prisoners stay in there. And there's a moment where Steve Railsback looks at a guy. It's like, kiss my ass, and heads out. And it doesn't skip on the gore. Like I said, like the one villain gets his top body and head blown up to bloody pieces. This guy gets both his hands cut off with machete. One guy gets a machete right between the eyes, like something like Jason Voorhees would do. That's Steve Railsback, didn't fuck someone up with a machete. Splits his head in two. Granted, not in two like this, but like the one gets cut in half by a bulldozer. That's like Steve Railsback. There's 2 people, and he grabs a piece of wood and stabs the fucker's eye, moves out of the way, and the other comes with a bulldozer, cuts the motherfucker in half, and you see like the bloody half fall away. And yeah, it ends with a big battle at the end where they're freeing the prisoners, and it's a battle. People getting shot on both sides. It ends, doesn't end on a downbeat note, it ends like the resistance have started. And I think for a film that's like 90 minutes, fine, it's Ozploitation, but it's pretty entertaining Ozploitation. Villains that you want to hate. Likeable hero. I think Olivia Hussey, she did fine for the role she had. You got some of your violence and gore and action scenes. The villains get to come up in a satisfying fashion. Doesn't hold back on the violence. It doesn't go too over the top though with like rape scenes or anything. It doesn't feature that stuff. It's not like I spit on your grave or anything. So I don't really get the big vitriol the film has gotten received. I definitely think this is a film that's worth a look if you can find it. Again, there's 2. I'm not sure which version is like this is not cut. I mean the gore is in there. But like I said, it's under 2 different titles. It's Turkey Shoot and then the Steak 2000. So I don't know if the Steak 2000 version is cut in any way. Again, I don't know that. For those more knowledgeable, you can let me know. I thought this film was on Blu-ray in the U.S. Maybe it is. I don't know. But again, this was a gift from Till from Germany. A very nice gift. Really glad to have this in my collection because I didn't have it. I had seen it once a long time ago. But the HD looked pristine to me condition. I guess this came out in 2016, this Blu-ray. Film came out in 1982, which is a good year for movies. You have John Carpenter's Thing, Blade Runner, many other movies. But yeah, definitely worth a look if you like exploitation, if you like films a la Surviving the Game and Hard Target and The Running Man. Well worth a look. At least in my opinion. It's a fun one. It's an entertaining one. It's not boring. Some satisfying deaths on the villains. Overall, definitely a thumbs up from me. I thought the score was pretty good too. It had a little bit of, I don't know if techno is not the word I'm looking for. A little bit of synthesizer in the score and pieces. The score was pretty decent. Yeah, very solid film. Very fun flick. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.